and a walking stabilisation, actually the ultimate stabilisation test. OIS in both these devices, the Nokia PureView 3-axis OIS, famously with ball bearings here on the 1020 on the left, and the Samsung variety on the Samsung K-Zoom here on the right. Which do you think is smoother? Which does a better job of smoothing out my walking instabilities on this jig? I've got both the 1020 and the K-Zoom banded to a jig. Having a look round here, a slow pan round the graveyard. Spot the weeping angel there, by the way. Certainly on the screens, the 1020's greens appear to be a lot more saturated, a lot more colourful, but you can't always go by Kodachrome colours, as it were. This is test 1080p footage on a jig down at the lock. Looking at the up to 4 times lossless zoom here on the 1020 at 1080p, and here using optical zoom 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the full 10 times optical zoom here on the K-Zoom. Let's look at stability with the OIS. It's looking pretty good on screen. I'm sure you can tell better on the finished footage. We'll take the zoom back out to about 4 times to match what the Nokia is seeing. They should be about the same. So now we can directly compare the OIS and the stability. Here unzoomed, just the scene as is. Now looking at stability, smoothness, colours, exposure. We're going to come down to some vegetation and look at autofocus, although of course the framing can never be identical, so the focus won't be either with both devices on a jig. And back up looking at detail on the cottage. Again we'll zoom in on both devices to about 4 times. It's quite smooth using the buttons here on the K-Zoom, and of course you can go in the full 10 times with the OIS, hopefully keeping it relatively stable, although at 10 times that's really the limit of what you can do handheld with these devices. Here, shooting zoomed in, pre-zoomed at 4 times the 1080p Lumia 1020 limit. Just for comparison, there's the full scene, there's fully zoomed in. The 10 times optical zoom lets us get closer in on the K-Zoom, as you'd expect. I'm going to attempt some low light video comparison footage now. And this is now off the jig, as it's the only way to get macro video that's properly focused and framed on both devices at once. So movements won't be identical, but it'll give you an idea of the autofocusing and macro capabilities in video mode on the 1020 and